Miami Heat vs. Cleveland Cavaliers playoff series. Can the Heat make a comeback? The Miami Heat are proving to be a formidable opponent, and Wednesday night's game showcased their resilience, even if it didn't quite tip the scales in their favor. The Cleveland Cavaliers secured another victory at home, taking a commanding 2-0 lead in this best-of-7 playoff series. Historically, teams in this position have an impressive 88% chance of moving on, but the Heat are not ready to back down just yet. Let's be honest, not many outside of die-hard fans or overly optimistic supporters believe the Heat, who clawed their way through the play-in tournament, can topple the top-seeded Cavaliers. As the series shifts to Miami for two crucial games starting Saturday, the Heat have shown they can fight, but is that enough? In a hard-fought Game 2, the Heat fell 121-112, but they didn't go down without a battle. After a disappointing 21-point loss in Game 1, Miami rallied to close the gap to just 2 points at 101-99. However, star player Donovan Mitchell of the Cavs had other plans, scoring 17 points in the fourth quarter to quash Miami's hopes of a comeback. Coach Spoelstra, ever the optimist, noted, "At the end of the day, it's a 2-point game late." He emphasized the need for the team to regroup and find a way to push through. But let's not sugarcoat it, the Heat are down 2-0 after 2 games, losing by a combined 30 points. Bam Adebayo echoed the sentiment, saying, "Get home. Figure out how we can get 2 at the crib." Tyler Herro was more blunt, "We lost the game. I don't think there's any moral victories in this. We came out better, but we need to sustain that for a full 48 minutes. We need to clean this up soon or we'll find ourselves down 3-0. It was clear that the Heat would improve in Game 2, they couldn't possibly perform worse. Miami was banking on Spoelstra's knack for making effective adjustments between games. Historically, he's been 10-3 in the playoffs after losing Game 1, so there was hope. The Heat also leaned on the principles of Heat culture, which emphasizes hard work, physicality, and imposing their will on the game. However, it's becoming evident that the Cavaliers are simply a notch above. The stark difference in their records and seeding was a clear indicator of the challenge ahead. Despite Miami's spirited effort, Cleveland's offensive firepower, led by Mitchell's 30 points and a barrage of 22 three-pointers, proved too much to handle. Herro's impressive 33 points were a bright spot, but the team needed more offensive support. The return of Nikola Jovic was welcomed, but his shooting struggles, 1-4-8 from 3, highlighted the need for others to step up. Adebayo and Andrew Wiggins combined for just 21 points on 6-4-19 shooting, which simply isn't enough. As the series heads to Miami, it feels like the Heat are facing an uphill battle. They've shown heart and determination, but they need to prove they can compete with the Cavaliers, who have genuine championship aspirations. The Heat's journey from the play-in tournament to the playoffs has been commendable, but now they're facing the harsh reality of a 2-0 deficit. This isn't a critique of the Heat, rather, it's a testament to the strength of the Cavaliers. With a regular season record of 37-45, it's not surprising to see Miami in this position. Spoelstra is a fantastic coach, and the ethos of Heat culture is real, but it ultimately boils down to effort and desire. The challenge is that when both teams are giving their all and one has a more talented roster, the outcome can be predictable. The Heat need to dig deep and find a way to turn this series around, or they risk watching their playoff dreams slip away.